very good memories, and we're making more right now. So here's
done ranting.
That's where they win.
That's all you guys saw.
24 hours in the Tetons, and you'll be amazed. You're where you want to be when you step out the door. I made sure to put my big toe mirrors in so nobody bumps into them.
That's the definition of RVing for us, I think.
As good as this view is, there's still some awesome stuff to see. So we are actually heading straight across there, Grand Teton right there. Down in the valley is Jenny Lake. So we're heading to Jenny Lake right now. If we didn't come here with friends, we probably wouldn't go anywhere just because we've already seen a lot of the stuff. But when you get to go places with friends, it's like seeing it for the first time again. So we're really excited. And then heading to Jackson. We ready?
Ready.
Get rid of some garbage, fill up some propane, do some grocery shopping.
Quite the trip.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit of adventure and a little bit of maintenance.
It's kind of like the RVer's code for life.
Oh yeah, you're always juggling something.
Always.
I feel like with RVing. We're here with the Mosses and the Stevens, and we're getting excited. This has been amazing. When you stay in a place like this to see all the different light changes, storms rolling over the mountains, it's just unbelievable to just...
Every time of day is different, every day is different. It's incredible.
That's why it's worth staying in places like this as opposed to going to that location and then finding that the weather's not the best, which happens all the time. So if you have the opportunity to boondock in a location where you're where you want to be when you step out the door, do it.
That's the definition of RVing for us, I think.
Crooked and twisted, we grow from the ground. From dust we came in, dust we shall return. From dust we came in, dust we shall return. Wash me in the water and I'll never go back. Even when I'm walking through the dead man path.
Stinky Nathan chose the better line to get into the park.
Ahead of us.
I just love it when people ask so many questions. If only there were like visitor centers or something. Here's the challenge: find a parking spot.
Yeah, this place is really, really busy. I think we want to go that way. Sorry, Nathan.
This is closer to the boats, right?
Correct. I just don't know. I think that's the store. What we don't know is exactly where we need to buy tickets for the boat. Yeah, see, that's the visitor center.
Wash me in the water and I'll never go back. Even when I'm walking through dead man paths.
This is a little bit better than last time we were here.
Yeah, no joke.
I think it was raining.
Very cloudy. You could barely see like the top of the mountains.
And the color of the water wasn't lit up before.
Right? Look how green it is. It's beautiful.
Our plan is to hop on one of those ferries, get across there, hike up to Hidden Falls, and then
we're gonna
hike
take the
around.
hike back.
That's the plan, because we've never taken the boat before, so
I know it's gonna be like a fun experience.
Katie, where's Katie? Made us some delicious breakfast this morning.
My gosh,
we did. We got to work those off real quick.
Yeah, then we're gonna work them off.
Because some of us had more than one.
I only had one.
Wasn't me.
She made cinnamon rolls. We had bacon with a perfect view.
Two.
So
Nathan had 2.5.
Nathan. That's where they win.
That's all you guys saw. JJ ate all the bacon.
He lost kids.
Oh my gosh, it was awesome.
oh, this is gonna be cool.
I know.
I'm excited to do it this way. So where do we buy tickets?
Up here at the boat launch.
Okay. Okay.
So you can buy a one-way ticket or you can buy going back and forth.
$12 one way, $20 round trip.
Yeah, if you're over 12. Yes.
If you're over 12.
Yep.
That's my limited information.
2 and under are free and 80 and older are free.
Okay.
Yep. Kids are 10.
So we are right here. We're gonna take the boat across to here, hike up to Hidden Falls, and then walk back to the parking lot there. I would like to do one of these one day. at that water.
I know, isn't it stunning?
Man. I can barely hear him.
So a couple of quick safety things. In an emergency, just head through the hole, strap around your body, and buckle it back up. And emergency exits pretty much everywhere else if you look down the side of these boats. Jenny Lake's a natural glacial lake. Most of the lake's about 200 feet deep, so it's a pretty deep little lake. When we get to the other side, I'll tell you something about the hiking trails. It is bear country. See bears pretty much every day. All the bears around here are black bears. They are cinnamon colored. They're still black bears. They're not aggressive. You see one, just give it space. Let it live its bear life.
I can stay in the water.
All right, we made it. This is awesome. It's better than I remember because it looks better this time because it was like pouring rain here. This is unbelievable.
But when we came last time, we were with our friends, the Rolands. Whenever you come to places, go with friends. It makes the experience better. The hike is so much fun because everyone's just talking. Like, all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, we're here. Because it's just been such a fun hike up.
Very good memories, and we're making more right now. And I'm pretty stoked that all these new people with us and that we're going to be able to do a bunch more things the rest of today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we are getting up for sunrise.
Yes.
We do Schwabacher. We're going to go to Mormon Road. What's that drive?
I think it's called like the Teton Pass Road. It's like the beautiful wildlife loop that you can take from Moran all the way back down to Moose and then back around. It's beautiful. So we've heard. We've never driven it.
Never driven it.
We tried to with the RV once and realized that trailers weren't allowed and we had to back out of it. That was fun.
Apparently we're not supposed to be on this road. All right.
So I'm going to back you up.
Here.
Whoops. This is the sign we saw as we were driving past.
That was fun. So we're gonna take this view in and enjoy this hike.
You're knocked down, but you gotta stand up if you wanna love again. Now, once again, hey. Coming and lovers will lose their wanting. We're all searching for something in every little belonging. Don't you let your mind go weary. Nothing worth it should be easy. Hey, now little mama, don't.
Where's the stinking moose? Come on.
I know. Yeah, that seems like prime moose placement.
That's a secret zone right there. Oh, my house down there.
This is the only wildlife we saw on our entire hike through Grand Tetons. Isn't he cute, little bear?
So I made sure to put my big toe mirrors in so nobody bumps into them. Sarcasm. We ready?
Family has grown.
So we might go to this Moose Landing place, Dornan's Pizza.
Yes.
Grab some pizza. Maybe bring it back up for the view and just eat by our RV.
It's really hard to like go somewhere else when you know that that's what you
yeah,
can
and
look
we're gonna
at.
catch sunset. So We had plans to go into Jackson and get some errands done, but it's too late at this point. It's almost, what is it, 6 o'clock now?
Yep.
We're heading back. Haley's coming?
Everyone's
Oh,
coming.
I wasn't even playing. Here we go. Sorry, Lo.
Hold on, guys.
You're just laughing because everyone else is like, really?
And she's like, oopsies.
All right, so this is actually our 200th episode. To put that in perspective, The Office only has 201 episodes. So we're gonna be at office level. We're not really, but
Not really.
A more micro form of management. Jim, what is that called?
Microregiment?
Boom. Yes.
next week we're going to be at 201 episodes. So that got me kind of interested to see some other stats for some other, more popular shows. So Friends, I'm sure you've watched at least one episode of Friends. Friends had 236 episodes after like 10 seasons or something like that. Murder, She Wrote, I know you watched Murder, She Wrote, has 264. Now, I'm bringing up these stats. I do not think we're on any kind of level with any of these shows that I'm talking about. I just think it's interesting. I'm satisfied and I'm proud of, how far we've come. I did not think we would still be doing YouTube videos these many years later, but it has been so much fun.
And it sets like really good goals for us as well. Looking back over thinking about these 200 episodes, where we've been, the people that we've connected with, we're just so overwhelmed and so grateful. We want to thank our FOS crew on Patreon for their love and support over these last 200 episodes. It is something that we can't even express in words how grateful we are to you guys, to our audience who has joined us and have allowed us into your homes. We take that very, very seriously, and so we really appreciate that. It is an honor. In this new year, we're super grateful that you guys are joining us today as we begin 2024.
We wouldn't even be here without you guys. I know you've heard other channels say it, but it's the truth. You guys are our motivation. We really appreciate you. And if you've liked some of our videos, maybe you just feel bad for us, can you hit that subscribe button? It helps us a lot. So if you could do that, thank you very much.
So season 8 is wrapping up here very quickly. We are getting ready to start filming for season 9, and we have some really crazy plans, some really huge goals for this next year. Even if we get half of them done, it's going to be pretty epic. So we're excited to share that with you guys. We want to know where you guys are going in 2024, because we might just steal some of those ideas and throw them in the mix.
So speaking of places to go, we love boondocking, and it's scary to a lot of people because there's a lot of unknowns. There's no guarantee sometimes with boondocking, but I want to encourage you to try to boondock this year. We get a lot of questions over the years, and the main question is, how do we find these boondocking spots? Well, we watch other people and see awesome places they've been.
True.
And the other main thing we do is we find the area that we want to be in, and then we simply go on a Campendium or any map-based,
camping app. So
Yes.
Campendium is an app that you can get on your phone.
So we just look down at the map where an area is that we want to be, within a half an hour of the attraction, and then we just look at all the different options. It's super easy. So don't let that scare you. Have a backup, because some things just don't go according to plan. Like last episode, the backup plan for us was Grovant. We started at Grovant with reservations. We knew we had that as a fallback if we could not get up to that amazing boondocking spot up at the Tetons. It worked out. We lost a few dollars on some of the reservations, but in our opinion, it was worth it to have the views that we got at that upper Teton view. Don't let boondocking scare you with all the apps that are available, Campendium, The Dirt, All Stays, iOverlander, all these different apps are such a good resource. And then on top of that, the next best resource, we keep saying it, is Google Earth. Just pre-Google Earth everything, and you're gonna have You're gonna have so much more figured out before you get there. You make sure that if you go past a certain point, that's the point where you can't turn around. So look at spots where you can make sure you can turn around if you end up going down there. If you have a drone, send the drone down before you take your rig down a dirt road, or a bike, an e-bike. So there's a lot of different ways. It's all part of the adventure. Don't let it scare you. It's a ton of fun. So we like to do half and half. Half boondocking, half in parks to recharge.
Right. So the other thing I have to say about that as well is with these apps, there's also a ton of reviews. So we love going on and seeing, like, maybe the last time we were at this boondocking spot, it was really easy to get into, but there's been a bad storm, and a review will tell you whether or not it's accessible or not. It just gives you that much more information before you head to that location.
Or whether they felt safe there or not.
Sure.
So the reviews are they make it so easy. Thank you all for the people that review, because you guys are awesome. We need to do more reviews is what we need to do. Another question came in last episode about why we didn't just fill up for free at that gas station instead of, driving someplace else and ended up having to pay for water. The reason why we do that is for weight. It wasn't about convenience. It wasn't about money.
Right.
It was about weight and breaking things. You just, if you don't have to carry the weight, don't carry the weight. Even if you're rated for it, the less weight you're carrying around all the time, the better. And if you have a diesel truck, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna get the same gas mileage no matter what. So it's not really about gas mileage or anything like that. It's about breaking stuff, because you could be rated, but then you hit this nasty bump because maybe you weren't paying attention, you were going a little too fast, and then bam, all of that weight is compressed far past what it was supposed to be, and that's when things break. So that's why we didn't carry the extra water. We waited to get closer to our location, and then you kind of just make sure you're driving easy when you have all that extra weight, like a full water tank or something like that.
Right.
Usually we do find free water, somewhere, but we had 2 big rigs. It was just easier to just call someone, be able to pull into a made for RVs park, and we just paid $10, filled up water, no big deal.
And that is something to keep in mind. If you can't find a place, like campgrounds usually will let you in. I'm pretty sure we paid $10 for both of us to fill with water. So super inexpensive, and by principle how frugal this man is. So that goes to show you that the $10 was absolutely worth not being on the side of the road with a broken leaf spring again or a blown tire.
I don't say all that to scare you. If you take some precautions, things happen, but if you take some precautions, you are greatly minimizing your risk of being stuck on the side of the road.
Yes. Normally, just so you guys know, we travel with about a third tank of water just in case something happens and we do need it, but you definitely don't want to be driving 4 hours like we would have been with 400 pounds of water in your water tank.
500
plus. Or more. Yikes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's some of our tips, some of the stuff that we do. There's so much that we probably just do on the back end that maybe you have a fear about. So what are some of those fears? Maybe we can address some of those fears in a future episode and just bring your confidence level up to go to some of these places. Whether you like them or not, I think it's just necessary to know on cross-country trips, just simple overnights instead of having to overschedule yourself with planned reservations.
Yeah, and there's nothing that bothers me more than spending a lot of money and only being in a location for less than 12 hours.
Yeah. All right, so put some of those questions down in the comments below, and maybe we can boost your confidence and help you get out here. This episode was a ton of fun, but I can't wait to show you next episode. We have just about the perfect morning, and it really just goes to show you how much you can do in the Grand Tetons, in any area really that you're in one day. Some people just say, I'm not going to do it because I just don't have enough time. This episode coming up next week, it's going to show you a perfect morning, and then you can even combine this episode with next week's episode. You could do all that really easy in the day.
Definitely.
Not rushing around. 24 hours in the Tetons, and you'll be amazed.